Welcome back to Morning in America. We're about 40 minutes after the hour. We now know the FAA is investigating yet another scare on board a Southwest flight. In this instance, the plane, a Boeing 737, was flying to Oklahoma City when the plane veered off course, dropping below 500 feet before regaining altitude. Our very own Alicia Nieves has been following the story. Alicia, a lot of us plan on traveling this summer on a plane. This is not good news.
Not good news. It's quite scary and really was shocking for a lot of people who were actually on the ground, kind of in their homes, and heard or kind of saw, this flight flying over their homes. The big concern here, though, is that no one in the air seemed to be aware. Take a listen to our air traffic control communication that we got of this airliner when this happened.
4069, low altitude alert. You good out there? Yeah, we're going around 4069.
Yeah, those questions coming from air traffic control in Oklahoma City, a bit confused, concerned, and checking in kind of with the pilots on this flight. Now, this happened just after midnight on Wednesday. An automated altitude system on the plane was what actually alerted the control tower of the plane to how low this plane suddenly descended while still being about 9 miles from the airport. Now, this video taken by someone who heard and then saw how close the plane was to him, it just shows the airliner a few hundred feet above his neighborhood where he lived. Now, that cell phone video, I don't think it gives a full glimpse or context of just the scare here. This flight at one point, as you mentioned, Hena, dropped below 500 feet. And we have an illustration that shows the tallest building in Oklahoma, the Devon Tower, just over 800 feet or about 50 stories, which means this Southwest flight, if it had passed by that tower, would have been flying past the middle portion of it. Now, the flight eventually did make a safe landing, but the FAA, of course, now investigating as many questions linger. Why did it descend so low? Why didn't pilots alert control in the first place?
To drop that low at that distance from the runway is certainly raising some eyebrows. And what's going to happen now is they're going to check the CVR. That's the cockpit voice recorder that gives investigators the last 30 minutes of all conversations in the cockpit, including cockpit to the ground, pilot to pilot, and ground to the cockpit communications. And that will then allow them to do a timeline track second by second as to what happened, when it happened, and who recovered quickly.
Yeah, and ultimately answers are going to be needed to determine if this was human error or mechanical error. So, of course, safety procedures can be put in place to prevent this from happening again, and we could all hopefully feel safer flying, Hena.
Yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed. So we know more about this incident. It marks the second Southwest Boeing 737 incident in the past month. What do we know about that one?
All right, so this first kind of incident, the second one in the past month, happened on May 25th. Another Southwest flight from Phoenix to Arizona experienced what's called a Dutch roll. We actually have some video to show you what that is. Essentially, it's a violent and kind of dangerous sudden swaying of rocking on the plane. That flight was able, though, we'll say, to land safely, but it did have substantial damage to it. There's still, at this point, no answers on what caused that incident either. But kind of as you alluded to, Hena, a lot of us are scared to fly right now, or at least concerned seeing these incidents. So later in the show, I'm actually going to talk to you a little bit about what a large portion of passengers are now doing, kind of in light of some of these frightening flights incidents that we have been reporting on. Hena?
Looking forward to that report. Alicia Nieves in the studio. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.